Hey everyone, my name is Yasser Khan and I'm the No BS coach for real estate agents anyway. And today I'm gonna do a special video and I'm gonna answer the question that a lot of agents ask me, how to beat your competition as a realtor. All right. So here is the first thing that I would tell them. All right, you don't beat your competition based on price. Never ever beat your competitor as a realtor based on price. All right. Here's why. Because if price lowering your price is the only you know uh, differentiating factor for you compared to other realtors, right, and the only way for you to get new business from other prospects is to offer them something cheaper, right, you're gonna lose out. Number one, you're gonna lose out on commission. Number two, you are gonna lose out here in your mindset because you lowered your value. It will make you feel very bad. And definitely as a salesperson, when you offer discount, when you sell away something for less than its value, it creates a bad reinforcement in your mind. So you must understand, sales also works subconsciously, and subconsciously you are lowering your value, you are shooting yourself in your foot. And never ever lower your price just to beat your competitors. All right. So if you can't beat your competitors based on price, what do you do? How do you beat your competitors who are more experienced than you, who have been out there for years and who know what is the market, what's selling in the market right now? How do you beat them? All right. So my advice for every agent who wants to beat other agents at their own game is very simple. Come up with a unique selling proposition, short form USP. So what is the unique selling proposition? A USP answers the question, why should I do business with you when I have so many options, including not doing anything at all? All right. So it answers this question, and I learned this from my mentor, Dan Kennedy. And the day I learned it changed my life as a realtor. All right. So when you answer this question, you will kill all your competition. You will kill other real estate competition. Number one. Number two, you will destroy DIY at their own game. I'm gonna explain to you more on that how. And number three, when usually buyers or sellers, they used to you lowering your price, right? And answering with a solid, unique selling proposition will eliminate any price objection that they have. All right. Here's why. All right. When you answer the question, why should I? Let's say I'm a buyer or I'm a seller. Why should I hire you? Why should I choose to do it? I mean, why shouldn't I choose to sell my house myself? All right. Sellers do it all the time, and now DIY buyers are on the rise as well, right? So it's the same thing is true about all the DIY portals out there, right? So how do you do that, right? USP solves the biggest problem. It solves the reputation of real estate industry as a whole, because real estate, you must understand, not only because we are salespeople in general have a bad reputation because of hard selling tactics. All right, with a USP, you stop hard selling. You give them what they want in a very gentle way. All right, and that's the reason why sales as a profession is looked down on. Because when you have kids, when they want to grow up, you ask them what do they want to be. No kids out there says that, father, I want to become a salesman, or ma, I want to become a super salesman. I've never heard one single child say that. All they say, I want to become a fireman. Even my own son, he's 4 years old this year, and he says that he wants to be a policeman, right? Because he's watching all these cartoons. So society doesn't reinforce. Society paints the real estate salesman profession in a bad way. So nobody wants to become a salesman. And number two, real estate itself on its own has been portrayed negatively for the past few years, and is becoming worse and worse and worse. All right. And we're getting a lot of bad reputation. And and part of the reason is because CEA is so stringent with their requirements, right? And they are not protecting the agents, uh, they're not protecting the agents, they are protecting the consumer. So agents don't have anything that represent their interest, because agents, when they make a mistake, they are held accountable. But the same may not be true of the other party, the buyers or the sellers. So basically, caveat emptor, buyer beware still applies for them, right? So the thing is, because real estate has such a bad reputation, and I believe it has also to do with a lack of unique selling proposition all the while. Everybody out there is still selling real estate the same way it was being sold 100 years ago. And we're using outdated methods, we're using outdated techniques, and buyers and sellers are tired. They don't want to keep hearing the same thing, all right? And they know they can get away with a lot of things. They know that they can take advantage of you as an agent. They just ask you for the price and then they run away, right? So that's why we as real estate agents, we end up working for free, and that's not a good feeling, all right? So only having a unique selling proposition solves this problem once and for all. So here is how you come up with a unique selling proposition that is very powerful and gives the prospect what they want. So the first thing is the unique selling proposition. Of course, it must be unique. You cannot keep saying the same thing everyone else out there keep saying. Oh, I'm number one, I'm a top producer, I sell a lot of homes, I have a lot of awards. My friend, buyers and sellers don't care about any of that. All right. So you must answer the question, what's in it for me as a buyer, what's in it for me as a seller to engage your services. That's why you must answer this question in your unique selling proposition statement. So the first criteria is it must be simple, it must be unique, it must be very very concise, all right, and it must be very very believable. It must be, it cannot be too out of this world, cannot be too unique. It has to be unique, yes, but not that unique so that you don't, you lower your credibility. You don't want that to happen, right? And the last criteria is basically you must, be very very specific, all right? You must be very very clear. Yes, correct. You must be very clear about what outcome you are able to do it for them, all right? And then when you have these, you incorporate all these criteria I just mentioned to you, you're gonna have a unique selling proposition, all right? And then the thing about having a USP is that you must back up your USP with proof. All right. I mean, you can't say that, I'm gonna do this, I'm gonna do X, but you must have proof as well. So you must back it up. You must back up your unique selling proposition with actual testimonials. All right. So unique selling proposition and a testimonial is like a 1-2 punch. All right. And they're gonna convince the buyers, they're gonna convince the market to hire you. And that is how, my friend, you defeat your competitors without lowering your price.